something over here, or so many seconds until first arrival per the video, and that's the stuff that's gonna let you know that we really do need this whole situation. Remember when it was just burning a little bit down in that room over there? Okay, so we could have avoided all that if we had brought a charged hose line over here and wet that down. Then it would be a small fire left to deal with. Florida.
So in the title it says like freelance. So are they like freelance firefighters?
No, so freelancing means doing stuff that you think you want to do without being ordered to do. So I think that person was just walking around, saw that big old room and said it'll be fun to take these windows out, and did it. Obviously that's the result. We're going to give it more oxygen to allow it to burn more intensely, faster. But, and again, we used to open windows. Anytime you walk by a window, take it out. That was the rule in the 80s. Okay, and still, painfully, we do not have water. I think I would throw snowballs at this point.
Snowball fighting.
So I'm sure it's now into the attic, it's spreading over to the right, as you can see, flowing across the eaves on the outside. It's doing the same thing on the inside. Look at all that smoke coming out of it. 8 minutes and 40 seconds from arrival.
Oh,
There's our first hose stream. Okay, so 8 minutes and 40 seconds. What happened? Again, frozen pump. That truck didn't have a pump. It was out for service. I don't know any of the details. But ventilation affects the fire. It would have been much smaller had they just left it until the charged hose line was ready. That's why it's important. All the slides you said that said must be, look how quickly they knocked down that main body of fire in that room with the hose line. In what, 15 seconds? If they just had enough hose to come over here, they could knock down the rest of it. But I don't know if they're out of hose or what's going on. But maybe the family wanted to remodel anyways. This would be a good time to do that.
Or start from the beginning.
Hmm?
Or start from the beginning.
Yeah.
This point.
Yeah. So that whole side there is going to have to be raised and rebuilt. I don't know how much damage is over here on the right, but if I were that person, I think I'd throw a little bit over there. That's already burned, that's already burned. It's starting to burn here, and that's a fresh room. Well, anyways, that's all we're going to get out of that one. Okay, so this happens quickly and without a lot of running. Firefighter's operating on the roof. Good, there's a vent hole. Whoops, he fell in. It's on the other side of the peak, so you can't see it. But where do you ever see 3 white helmets on a roof? 3 chiefs venting? Almost never.
Are they in different like township though, or county?
What's that?
Are they in different like county? So
I have no idea where this came from. So some of my videos I just get from friends or instructors or go to conferences or search certain words in your YouTube and you can find them there. But again, there's a white helmet here, a white helmet here, a white helmet here, and a white helmet coming over into the scene here.
I think white helmets are just regular firefighters in this.
Not usually. But anyways,
Because there's like 5 chiefs there. I've never seen a department that has 5 different chiefs.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're a part-paid volunteer department and you get a call in the middle of the night for a fire, everyone goes to a fire. Getting a call at 5 o'clock in the morning for a flu-like symptoms patient, not everybody goes to those. Someone else handle it. But we're all here for the fire stuff, so that brings out a lot. So this one, okay, take a look at the peak on that roof, a little bit exaggerated on that angle. They are working off a ladder, which is good. He's using an axe, so this is old school. Watch out for those wires. His partner's got his back. And look, he's through the roof right now. That's exactly what you want it to do. Careful down below. Okay, that got caught by the gutter. Good. All right, he's gonna open it up just a little bit more. But it is time. See the push? Now see the fire coming out through the eaves near the guy on the ladder? So this person should be screaming, top of their lungs. Get over here. We need to leave. Get off the roof. Get off the roof. Because of that, and it kind of subsided right now when he made that opening bigger. But it looks like that's starting to sag a little bit under the weight. So we need to get down and off. Which they are doing. Whoop, there's another piece of the roof that got caught by the gutter as well. Good.
Bless you. Bless you.
So what I want to see is that fire stain? Apparently. So there must be a hose in there that knocked down some of this fire, but that fire's in the attic. Okay, because I don't see much coming out of this open window. But it probably started there because of that burn pattern there. Okay, so we're getting down here. Let's take the roof ladder. Somebody pass that down to somebody else. And time for him to get down. Or her. All right, good. And actually, it burned right there through the wall. So this may be a balloon frame construction house. See how everything lines up? The windows, the doors? That's a sign of balloon frame construction. So it probably got into the attic and worked its way down through those openings because it's not fire stopped between floors.
Is that a chimney on the one side?
What's that?
Is that a chimney on the one side?
I didn't hear you.
Is that a chimney on the one side?
Could be.
So maybe it was a chimney fire and now it's got up in the attic.
Based on this burn, I'd say it started inside. They had a hose line, they put it out, when it got up into the attic, is what my guess is. And then because of balloon frame construction, it's now burning through the wall, but also off from the inside, because it didn't burn through the drywall.
IA pilot Darren Larson first spotted smoke from the air about 4:15 this afternoon. Then this, wild flames shooting through the roof of the condo building on Southwest 40th Avenue.
Multi-story
It's just
condos.
south of Multnomah Boulevard near Capitol Highway.
There's firefighters here on the roof now, even though that roof completely destroyed their...
From Sky 8, you can see what firefighters were up against. Good Samaritans scrambled to evacuate their neighbors.
Lay on your arms, kick on your feet, and screaming, we gotta get up, the firefighter, and
Everyone got out okay. All 6 units were affected.
So that is the reason that when the news media says, can someone give us a little update on what's going on there? Do your best to find someone to go and talk to the media. Yep, we got a call 10 minutes ago to a high-rise condo fire or 5-story condominium fire here. We're doing our best right now to contain the fire. We are obviously still, this is an active situation. All resources are to try to stop the spread of fire in this building. I'll be back in 15 minutes to update you again, and then get right back. It doesn't take long to do that, but if you don't, they're going to interview people. Did anyone even hear what she said? Was that English?
I thought it was a guy.
Okay.
For a second I thought it was a guy.
All 6 units were affected, 3 of them total.
I'm sure I wouldn't want to be outside while the roof was burning. That was bad.
When suddenly things appeared to go terribly wrong. We watched live on News Channel 8 as a firefighter fell through a hole in the roof. He's okay, Other firefighters who rushed to check on him gave the thumbs up. Officials say the firefighter fell onto the rafters about 4 feet below. Again, we're told he's fine and now laughing about it. Here's a photo of firefighters' gear burned during the blaze. 2 firefighters are being treated at the hospital right now for minor burns and heat exhaustion, but they should be okay.
If you fall through a roof, spread out. Okay, rafters. If you bunch up, you could hit a rafter and bounce and fall down into the fire. So spread out. Stanley, with us? All right. What are you going to do if you fall through a roof?
Spread it out.
There you go. Spread out. Do your, what was that yoga pose where we did? All right. So this one is just to show the effects of ventilation and wind or current. So we got a couple plexiglass plates and a fire burning. See how it's above the top of the plates. And obviously there's a fan going somewhere in there. But just by simply changing the arrangement,
That's a lot of hands.
of the walls, that's the effect that ventilation can have on it. Now, obviously, we can't go into people's homes and do that, but that dramatically illustrates how much ventilation can change the fire's behavior. Here we go. This is the one that's always in my mind when I talk about old school. So it's chaos, it's hectic. I think this is even before hoods. Yeah. Neighbor with a garden hose. That's what I'd be doing. But, okay, so if ever there's a fire, get a tool and break out all the windows. Okay, so this was correct procedure back then. And then I think fire in the back is what he said. As he continues taking out more windows, which is going to move fire to the front. And then look, every time he opens a window here, fire breaks out. Yep. Now watch out. Here's another window. Let me take this one out. Yeah, watch what happens. Fire comes out. So gotta be coordinated with attack, and we don't take out all the windows anymore because of that. Okay, and again, he's not doing anything wrong based on his training way back then. That is what we were taught to do. But nowadays, no. And the thought was, well, you're going to lift the heat and smoke off of them. Momentarily, and only if you have a hose line, is it good. Other than that, it's moving the fire. So, lots to talk about in this one. Some good and some bad.
Why is there a guy in jeans and a white shirt up in the roof spraying the hose?
There's one of the bad ones.
Here, let's firefighter go down first. I don't know. If
So this one was uploaded. Some department got a hold of it, put it on there, and a lot of people commented on it. And this department came to their